Ethan Morrison was rushing through the train station, late for a business meeting, when a little girl appeared in front of him. She couldn't have been more than 4 years old, with curly blonde hair and wearing a pink dress. She clutched a teddy bear and looked up at him with desperate eyes. "Sir, please," the little girl said, her voice trembling. "My mommy's crying in the bathroom. She won't come out and I'm scared." Ethan stopped immediately. "Where's the bathroom? Show me." The little girl led him to the women's restroom. Ethan hesitated at the entrance. "What's your name?" "Lily." "Lily, I'm Ethan. Can you tell me which stall your mommy is in?" "The big one at the end. She's been in there a really long time, and she's crying really hard and she won't answer me anymore." Ethan's concern escalated. "Lily, I need you to go get a security guard. Can you do that? Point them here, okay?" Lily ran off. Ethan knocked loudly on the restroom door. "Hello, ma'am? Your daughter says you need help." "I'm coming in." He pushed the door open and called out. "Anyone in here besides the woman in the last stall?" Silence. He walked to the last stall and knocked. "Ma'am, your daughter is worried about you. Are you okay?" He heard sobbing, then a weak voice. "Please, just take Lily. Get her somewhere safe." I can't do this anymore." Ethan felt ice in his veins. "Ma'am, I'm not leaving you, and neither is Lily. Can you open the door?" "No, just take my daughter, please. She deserves better than this." Ethan made a decision. "I'm coming under the door. Don't be alarmed." He got down on the floor and looked under the stall. A young woman sat on the floor, her back against the wall, mascara running down her face, and in her hand was a bottle of pills. "How many did you take?" Ethan asked, his voice urgent but calm. "I didn't. I couldn't." Lily came back before I could. The woman started crying harder. "I'm such a terrible mother. What kind of mother thinks about leaving her daughter? A mother who's in pain and needs help. I'm calling an ambulance." "No. They'll take Lily away from me. They'll help you. Both of you. Please, open the door." Security arrived with Lily just as the woman unlocked the store. Ethan caught her as she stumbled out, and the paramedics who'd been called took over. At the hospital, while the woman who introduced herself as Sarah Chen was being evaluated, Ethan stayed with Lily in the waiting room. "Is my mommy going to be okay?" Lily asked, clutching her teddy bear. "The doctors are taking care of her." "Lily, you were very brave. You did exactly the right thing by asking for help. Mommy's been really sad for a long time. She tries to hide it, but I know. She cries at night when she thinks I'm sleeping." "Do you have other family? Dad, grandparents?" Lily shook her head. "My daddy left before I was born. Grandma and grandpa live far away, and Mommy says we can't bother them with our problems." A social worker arrived, and Ethan explained the situation. "I'll stay with Lily until her mother is stable," he said. Hours later, a doctor emerged. "Ms. Chen is physically fine. She didn't take any pills. She was contemplating it when her daughter returned to check on her, but she's in severe psychological distress. We're recommending a 72-hour psychiatric hold for evaluation and treatment." "What about Lily?" Ethan asked. "We're contacting family services." "No." Ethan surprised himself with the force of his objection. "Lily doesn't need to go into the system. I'll take care of her until her mother is released." The social worker looked skeptical. "Sir, you're a stranger. I'm someone who stopped to help when a 4-year-old asked me to, and I'm not going to abandon her now. Run a background check. I'm Ethan Morrison, CEO of Morrison Technologies. I have the resources to care for one child for 3 days." After extensive verification and emergency approval, Ethan took Lily home to his penthouse. Over the next 3 days, he learned about their life. Sarah had been struggling with severe postpartum depression. that had never been treated because she couldn't afford therapy. She'd been working 3 jobs to support Lily, exhausted and drowning, too proud to ask for help. Ethan visited Sarah in the hospital. "I want to help, not just with Lily these 3 days, but really help. You need treatment, support, time to heal. Let me provide that. I can't accept charity. It's not charity." "Sarah, Lily asked me for help in a train station. She trusted a stranger because she was desperate to save her mother. She saved you by asking for help before you did something irreversible. Now let me help you build a life where you're not so desperate." Ethan arranged for Sarah to enter a treatment program while Lily stayed with him. He hired a nanny to help, enrolled Lily in a good preschool, and visited Sarah regularly to update her on her daughter. "Why are you doing all this?" Sarah asked during one visit. "You don't know us. Because Lily asked me for help and I said yes. Because you're clearly a good mother who's been drowning alone for too long. Because I have the resources to help, and it would be unconscionable not to use them." Over the months of Sarah's treatment and recovery, Ethan became deeply involved in both their lives. He helped Sarah find a stable job with benefits and therapy coverage. He continued to be part of Lily's life, teaching her about kindness and courage. And somewhere along the way, he fell in love with both of them. "I need to tell you something," Ethan said 6 months after that day at the train station. "When Lily came up to me and said her mommy was crying in the bathroom, I almost kept walking. I was late. I was stressed. I didn't want to get involved. But she looked at me with such desperate hope that I couldn't refuse. Lily saved your life that day. But Sarah, you both saved mine. You showed me what really matters. Not business meetings or profit margins, but being there when someone needs you. Ethan, you've done so much for us already. I want to do more. I want to be part of your family, permanently, not as a benefactor, but as someone who belongs." A year after Lily had approached Ethan in the train station, he proposed with Lily's enthusiastic participation. "Sarah, Lily asked me to help when you were at your lowest point. I did help, but what I didn't expect was that helping you would heal me too. You've shown me what strength looks like, surviving depression, accepting help, rebuilding your life. Lily's shown me what courage means, asking a stranger for help when it mattered most. Will you marry me? Let me be part of this family officially." At their wedding, Lily served as flower girl and gave a toast. "My mommy was really sad and I was scared. So I asked a nice man for help. He helped mommy and he took care of me, and now he's my daddy forever. So if your mommy or daddy needs help, you should ask someone. And if someone asks you for help, you should say yes. Because helping people is how families get made. Sometimes stepping in when a child asks changes 3 lives. Sometimes the CEO who almost kept walking finds his purpose. Sometimes the woman crying in a bathroom becomes the woman who transforms a lonely life into a full one. And sometimes a little girl's desperate plea in a train station is exactly what everyone needed to hear. If this story touched your heart, please like and share it. Subscribe for more stories about mental health, asking for help, and choosing compassion. Leave a comment about the importance of stopping when someone asks for help. Your stories inspire us all.